The entire model of how independent artists think about success is broken. You've been taught that the goal is reach, that you need 1 million followers, that you need to go viral, man, that if you're not blowing up, you're failing. That's wrong. And the artists who actually pay their bills with music figured this out a long time ago. Today, we're going to break down the 1,000 true fans math. Who actually qualifies as a true fan, how to find them, and the system that turns followers into fans that you can build a real career on. I'm Muyinza. I've been in the music industry for over 20 years, have a degree in it. I've managed artists to major label deals, garnered over 500 million organic streams from my clients, and made them millions. Let's get into it. In 2008, a writer named Kevin Kelly published an essay called 1,000 True Fans. A true fan, the way that Kelly defined it, is someone who buys whatever you put out. They stream the album day one, they buy the merch, they come to the show when you're in town, they tell their friends, they tag you in posts, they pre-order the next thing before it even drops. 1,000 of those people, not 1 million, 1,000. If each one of those fans spends $100 a year with you, which is one $25 purchase a quarter, that's $100,000 a year gross. From 1,000 people you could fit in a small theater. Compare that to streaming. To make $50,000 a year on Spotify alone, you need 16.6 million streams. That's 45,000 streams a day, every single day for a year, without breaks, without a slow week, forever. Which one sounds more achievable? First, let's be honest about what most artists are chasing. Followers, plays, reach, algorithm wins, a viral moment, the fantasy of being discovered. And there's a reason. The platforms have trained everyone to think this is the way, because they love money, of course. Instagram shows you the follower count. TikTok shows you the view count. Spotify shows you the monthly listener number. Every math metric is engineered to make you feel like volume is the goal. That's how they make money. But here's the truth. Nobody on the platform side is going to tell you, again, because they love money, a follower is not a fan. A monthly listener is not a fan. Someone who likes your reel is not a fan. Those are people just passing by. They consumed your work for 30 seconds and they moved on. That's it. They will never buy your album. They will not come to your show. They will not be here in 3 years. There are artists right now with 50,000 monthly listeners on Spotify making less than $1,000 a month. There are artists with 10,000 dedicated fans making 6 figures. The number on the screen is not the number that pays you. You have to understand that. The shift is from reach to depth, from volume to relationship, from trying to be heard by everyone to trying to be loved by the right people. That's what makes the real difference. Half those people might not even live in your city. Some are international. They found you online and they decide that you're their artist. That's the whole picture. You might be the song they listen to when they go out to the club. You might be the song they listen to that got them through a bad breakup. And now you're their artist. That's the whole picture, right? Now let me break down the kind of fans you actually have right now so you can see where this gap is. Tier 1, you have your passive listeners. They followed you because a friend tagged you, they added one of your songs to a playlist, they haven't opened your profile in 8 months. You can have 1 million of these. They're not gonna pay you rent. Now tier 2, engaged listeners. They listen regularly, they like your post, they might buy a song if it's $1, they show up to a free show if it's convenient. These are warm, they're not yet fans. The gap between an engaged listener and a true fan is the gap most artists never really close. And then you have tier 3, your true fans. Now these are the people, they buy, they show up, they tell people, they have a personal relationship with your music. These are the ones that have, again, you got them through the breakup, you got them through the divorce, whatever it may be, but they have a relationship personally with your music. They feel like you're their artist, even if they've never met you. These are the people who fund careers, and they will fund yours. Most artists have a handful of tier 3 fans and a sea of tier 1 passive listeners. If you look at any of your streaming numbers, you can see that this is the case. The work is not getting more passive listeners. The work is converting tier 2 listeners into tier 3 fans and creating the infrastructure that lets a tier 3 fan actually give you money. A huge gap most artists are suffering from. A true fan is created through 3 things: Connection, consistency, and investment. Connection means they feel like they know you, not the polished version, the real version. The struggle, the wins, the process, the personality. AI cannot fake this. A label cannot manufacture it. The artists with rabid fan bases all have one thing in common. Fans feel like they understand who that person is. If you look at Doja Cat, if you look at Meg Thee Stallion, if you look at these artists, they are constantly on live, creating this relationship with their fans. So their fans truly feel like they know them, like they understand who they are. They feel parasocially close. Consistency means they trust you'll keep showing up. The artist who drops one song every 6 months is not building a fan base. They're entertaining people for a few weeks at a time. The artists who build true fans show up week after week, month after month, year after year, with music, content, with presence. Trust is built through repetition, and you have to be there to build that. Investment means the fan has actually spent something. So whether that be money, time, attention, whatever it is that they could have spent somewhere else, that they spent on you. The first $10 a fan spends with you is 1,000 times more valuable than 1,000 free streams, because the moment that someone pays, they cross a line. They're no longer a consumer. Now they're a stakeholder. They want you to win. They're invested. They put their actual earned money on the line for you. Most artists are just obsessed with being heard. The 5% are obsessed with being supported. Different goal, different infrastructure. So how do you actually build to 1,000 true fans? Here's the system. Step 1, own the audience. Stop renting. Every Instagram follower, every TikTok follower, every Spotify monthly listener, you don't own them. The platform owns them. The audience you own is the audience you can email, the audience you can text, the audience you have direct contact with. So the first move is building a list. Email at minimum, SMS if you can. A landing page where you offer something for free, behind the scenes, a free track, private playlist, whatever it is in exchange for an email. I use Go High Level for this because it handles the landing page, the email automation, the texting, and the follow-up all in one tool. Every fan that hits that page gives you a chance to capture them. If you have 50,000 followers and 0 emails, you're starting from 0 every single time the algorithm shifts. Step 2, build something fans can actually buy. Most artists don't have a single product anyone can purchase right now. They have streams on Spotify, they have a follow button on Instagram, they have nothing for a fan to actually invest in. Make sure there's always something for sale. A merch drop, a digital sample pack, an album pre-order, a signed lyric sheet, a private show ticket, a subscription tier, something. The first dollar a fan spends with you is the wedge that turns them into a real supporter. Without that edge, you have no fans, you have viewers, which is cool, but fans are better. Because they pay the bills. Now step 3, the conversion sequence. When someone joins your email list, do not wait for inspiration. You have a welcome sequence ready. 3 to 5 emails. The first email, your story. The second, your music. The third, what makes you different. The fourth, an offer they can act on. And 5th, a check-in. This sequence runs while you sleep. Every new fan that lands on your list gets to walk through your story without you doing anything. By the end of the sequence, you've turned a curious follower into someone who knows who you are and has had the chance to spend money with you. The 5% have the sequence built. The 95% don't. That is the difference. Step 4, go deep on your super fans. Find the fans who've already invested. I treat them like family. Send them things first. Comment back to them. Remember their names. Surprise them. The artist who treat those 100 super fans like royalty grows faster than the artist who's trying to be friends to 100,000 strangers. Those super fans are the ones who recruit your next 100 fans. Word of mouth is the cheapest, fastest, and the most durable growth channel in music. And the word of mouth comes from fans who feel personally connected. So connect. So here's what you do today. Today, count your real fans. Open the Notes app or whatever you use on Android. List every person who has bought something from you in the last 12 months. Names, not followers, buyers. 12 months. Names, not followers, buyers. If the list is short, that's okay. For most artists, the number's under 0. That's your starting line. So this week, set up the landing page, one free thing, one email capture. Do not overthink it. Use whatever tool you have access to and use the same system the 5% are using. In the next 30 days, get up to 50 emails. That's less than 2 a day. One Instagram story a week pointing to that landing page will get you there. Then send those 50 people something to buy, even a $10 thing, just to prove the system works. The first sale is the proof. Everything after the first sale is scale, but you need to prove that the system works. Now the through line is stop chasing reach, start building depth. Stop chasing reach, start building depth. Don't focus on 1 million, focus on 1,000. Go deep with those 1,000. It's also way easier. Keeping track of 1 million people is crazy. 1,000 is way more manageable. Comment fans below. I'll send you the true fan conversion playbook. It's got the welcome sequence templates, the lead magnet ideas, and the system for turning passive listeners into supporters who actually fund your career. If you want the full infrastructure, landing pages, automations, email sequences, the whole 1,000 fan system is built for you, check out apartmedia.com/GHL, link in the description. I'm Muyinza. Let's build. Peace.